Hey, how you doing? David Taub here with Epic Guitar Instruction. Hope all's going well. I hope your guitar journeys are going famously. Today we're going to do a really fun campfire version of the song Wish You Were Here, the title track from Pink Floyd's 1975 record. Now I've been getting a lot of requests to do a lesson on this song, and a lot of students are having trouble with tying in the single note lines into the strumming patterns. So I'm going to give you a real simplified version so you can be playing this song really fast and having a lot of fun with it. We're going to be in standard tuning, A440. Go ahead and tune your guitars low to high, E, A, D, G, B, and E. You just need a handful of chords to play this song: G major, E minor 7th, and play the E minor 7th where you're leaving your 3rd and 4th fingers down on the guitar. So those, you can leave those two down when you're moving from the G chord. So it's very important. So E minor 7. You're going to need an A7 sus4. That's very easy. Again, leave your 3rd and 4th finger down and just drop your 1st finger down one string. That's an A7 sus4. You play it with the open A and you do not play the low E string. And then for later in the verses, you're going to need a C major. Now, you'll hear him on the record. He'll play C over G, where he'll add his pinky. He'll add that low bass note or that G note. And you'll hear that. So if you can play that chord, go ahead. If not, you could just play the C major. You're also going to need D major. But he'll do a lot of it with his thumb over the top, grabbing that F sharp note. So that's D over F sharp. Muting the A string. If you can play that, great. If not, just play the D chord. It'll sound fine. And A minor. And again, he'll sometimes add the low E in there with that A minor. He'll strum all 6, like A minor over E. But again, you could just play that A minor if you're comfortable with that. And before we get rocking, if you could please subscribe to the channel. You know, subscribing to the channel, that really helps us to keep bringing the content, and then you'll be notified when we have new lessons posted. And I don't want you to miss anything because I got a lot of really good ones coming up, right? And also leave a comment below. Let us know how you like this lesson. Let us know what lessons you'd like to see coming up. And if you like the video, please click the like button, give it a thumbs up, share it, and thank you so much for your support. We're doing this song on just one guitar, so we're playing basically the main rhythm throughout the whole song. And so structure-wise, we'll play the long intro part with the added notes, right? And that goes into basically 3 verses. You know, some people would say "How I Wish You Were Here" is the chorus, but it's the exact same changes as the verses, what he's playing before that. So we'll just consider it 3 verses, and they're all the same quarter-wise. So let's start with the intro part. I'll tell you what, let me play the whole thing, and then I'll go back and explain it, and I'm going to tab it out for you too. The verse. And if you're having some trouble changing chords in time and working on your chord changing has been a challenge, I could really help you with that, because so much about good chord changing comes down to this fret hand technique and all the little tips and tricks that make it so much easier and more proficient. Click on that link in the YouTube description box below and I'll send you a free killer video lesson with my essential chord changing tips and exercise lesson. It's an extended play lesson. It's long. It's not on YouTube. It'll really help to get your chord changing and playing to the next level. I'll pair it with an ebook also, which has more chord charts in it, more lessons, more exercises, a killer 1-2 punch. I'll send them both to you for free. Just click on that link below. So the chord changes for the intro, you're basically going from that E minor 7th chord to G, and you're doing that twice. And then you're going from that E minor 7th to the A sus4, and you do that twice, and then you go to a G chord. And then from there it goes to the C, and the verse starts with so you think you can tell. All right, so the trick is to put those single notes in between the chords while you're continuing the strumming. So I'm going to make it very easy for you, and we're going to do the same strum pattern in between all the chords. Now, he's doing a little bit more on the record, and you could play that too, but first get this bass down, because the bass strum will get you the song in time, and then you can embellish it and add to it later. So the bass strum you're going to be using in between the chords is this. We're going to just do a down, down, up, up, okay? Down, down, up, up. We're going to play All right, that's the first lick. Open A string and you hammer to the 2nd fret A string. Then open D, 2nd fret D. Now, very important, on every time you do this, when you grab that 2nd fret on the D string, grab it with your 2nd finger. It's a little trick because that puts you in position to play that E minor 7th chord. Because that's the next thing you do. You don't want to grab it with your 1st and then have to switch. I'm going to show you the easiest way to do that. So the first lick, then guess what? Finger the E minor 7th and you strum. Down, down, up, up. Okay, here it is again. Okay, think of that as 1 because you're going to be repeating this a lot. Then the second one you're going to do is you leave that E minor 7 down, especially your 3rd and 4th fingers, and you're going to play this. Okay, so 2nd fret, leaving this E minor 7th voiced, 2nd fret D, just open G, 2nd fret D again, then take off your 2nd finger and play the open D string. Remember that lick, this is 2, and then go right to a G chord. But when you go to that G chord, guess what? Down, down, up, you do the strum. Here's 1 and 2. G. All right, you getting the hang of this, right? Then the third one, guess what? Same exact thing as the first one, except you add that G note, 3rd fret low E string. Okay, but again, when you do it, grab that note with your 2nd finger. So it'll sound like this. Okay, because you're right there for the E minor 7th again. And then guess what? You play that same lick. That's number 2. Same thing again. Down, down, up, up. Then you play the lick again, just like the previous one. To the E minor 7th. Here's where it changes because we just did E minor 7 G, E minor 7 G, E minor 7th. Now it's going to go to your A 7th where you just take that 1st finger and drop it 1 string and you have your A 7 sus4 chord. So that lick you're going to play, here's your E minor 7th. Okay, that lick is 2nd fret on the D string, open D, 2nd fret A, open A, and then A minor 7th chord. So you're coming off this E minor 7th chord, so you could leave that 2nd finger down on the D string, hit it, and then open, 2nd fret A string, open, then down, down, up, up on that A 7th chord, and then you're going to play this lick. It's kind of similar to the first one you did, where we didn't play that low E string. It's just hammering from that open A to the 2nd fret of the A string, open D, 2nd fret D. Same as number 1, and guess what? E minor 7th. Down, down, up, up. Same thing as number 1. And then, okay, it's the same one we did going to the A 7th before that. Which is the 2nd fret D, open D, 2nd fret A, open A 7th chord. And your last lick before the G chord, okay, that lick after your A7 sus4. So open to 2nd fret hammer on the A string, open A, and then you hit your G chord. So when you go to the G chord, you're going to start strumming a longer pattern, and this is going to be the same pattern we're going to use for the rest of the song. So this is really important you get this one down. So think of it like this. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. All right, that's the pattern. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. All right, you get that down on the G chord. Now, that's the hard part. The rest is just, we're going to use the same strum pattern, and it's the same changes for all 3 verses. Verse 1 is so you think you can tell heaven from hell, right? Verse 2, did I get you to trade on trade when you go to the sea? Your heroes for ghosts. And then verse 3, how I wish you were here. The chord changes for all three verses are the same. And the progression is C, or C over G, whatever you could play, to D over F sharp, or just D, to A minor. You can use it A minor over E if you want, or just A minor to G. Back to D, to C, A minor, G. Let me play a verse for you. It'll sound like this. And I'll use that same strum pattern. We're going to use that same strum pattern for all the verses. Down, down, up, down, up, down. Down, up, down. All right, it'll sound like this. Right from the so you think you could tell. Verse 2. Chord. So you think you can tell, you go to the D. Heaven from hell, A minor, or A minor over E. Blue skies from pain, G, right? Can you tell a green field, go to D. From a cold steel rail changes C. Smile from a veil, A minor. Do you think you can tell, G? Did they get you to trade? Now into verse 2, your heroes for ghost. Hope you enjoyed that song lesson. It's a total classic. Everyone knows it. We'll start singing along with it. So much fun to play. Have fun with it. Make it your own. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel. That helps us to keep the content coming, and then you'll be notified when we have new lessons up. Also, click that link in the YouTube description box below. I'll send you my free video lesson on essential chord changing tips, techniques, and exercises. It's paired with an ebook. It's awesome. Click below, send it to you for free. And if you got a second, check out my new record. I just dropped a record with my original band, Mind Cell. We're based out of San Diego, California. It's a slammin' record. I'm really stoked about it. I think it's some of the best music I've ever written. It's streaming on all the platforms, so I'll put links to all that below. So let me know how you like the record, the songs. If you have any questions on the gear I use or the studio recording, I would love to hear from you. Thanks so much for tuning in, and thanks so much for your support over the years and years. So appreciated. Gonna keep bringing the best possible lessons, so stay tuned. Lots of great stuff on tap. And keep up all that hard work on those guitars, right? And keep having fun with them. Remember, your guitar playing is an evolution, so enjoy the journey. Take care, rock on, and I'll see you in the next lesson.